All right, welcome everyone. And today I'm going to be talking about how to select a freelancer. So my name is Tracy Repchuk, and I'm going to be showing you the process that we go through because when you grow, you need to start to outsource. When you know what you're doing, when you know how to build a landing page and a sales page and all these other things, then you can outsource it. Because you don't want to spend your time working on that. But you can't outsource until you know if what you're getting back is correct or not. So you have to first learn it, and then you can outsource it. So I'm going to take you through the process that we go through when we are seeking out an outsourcer. All right, I'm just going to transfer control here. So the first thing we do is to go to a site called getafreelancer.com. Okay. Now there are lots of other sites out there, and they are names such as Elance and Rent-A-Coder and stuff like that. The reason I don't like those sites is many times they don't deliver. I have ordered more work from elance.com that has not gone delivered than I care to recall. So this is kind of the process that you can go through yourself. And again, once you've seen how to do it, I'm sure it will make more sense as well. So the first thing, if you go to getafreelancer.com, I will show you kind of, maybe let me try and open up one that I'm not logged into here. See if it logs me in or not. When you're opening up account, so the first thing you have to do is open up a new account. And so I'm just waiting for this to load here. It doesn't appear to be loading very quickly. It's really simple. Okay, so to open up a new account, it's you pick a user ID and a name and things of that nature. I might even be able to pop in here and show you the type of information you need. Yeah, this is slow. I'm just going to go into our account. Let me tell you though, it's very, very easy to open. The thing you have to do though is you have to, in order to start to put projects out there, you have to put money in there because obviously you're hiring people. So you have to put a balance. You can put like $100 in there, okay? I just put in this amount because I know we're going to be ordering a whole pile of things, okay? So you open up an account, user ID, password, and then you put in some money, okay? And so how you put in money is you can simply deposit funds. So this again, you're going to need your PayPal link or credit card or something of that nature where you can put money in. So just clicked here, let's see what it does. Again, the operation is running at a snail's pace. Okay, and it's still attempting to run. I'm also on a different browser because I have multiple Freelancer accounts, and this is the one I want to have opened. For some reason, it is not. Tell you what, I'm going to open it from scratch, see what happens. See if this opens up. If not, I'm going to have to go to my other browser. Or Tell you what, I don't think I have anything special. I'm just so not used to working on this machine. Let's see if this machine will help me any better. Okay, here we go. Getafreelancer.com. And again, I'm hesitating because I'm going to now need my user ID and password because I never sign in. So here, for example, where you start, this is the sign up. So let's just click there since we're here now. All you need to do is sign up with your email, a username, and a password. Okay, and that's it. And then are you looking to hire people? Are you looking to work? Which means are you looking to cancel? Are you looking to hire and work? So you could literally, if you were good at these things, like if you're a website developer or anything like that, and you want to farm out, then you can. Okay, so now I've had a issue over here. So you guys aren't the only ones with issues. All right, I gotta go back. If it will even let me, that might be an indicator of why it's not working on my other machine either. Is there some sort of issue? Okay. All right, well, we're here. Let's go with this. Okay, so you saw that. Okay, which is cool. So then the other alternative is you just sign in, and we have signed in already. Then you go here, and you go to post a project. Okay, so I'll just click on that. And posting a project is very simple. Now, what you don't know, and this becomes the art to hiring freelancers. Most people go up here and they post stuff and then they get a lot of high bids. There's a couple of things you want to remember when you are putting your bids together. And that is you keep it as a fixed price. You set the budget very small. I mean, obviously, if this is, a small project, if it's huge, if you're trying to do an e-commerce site, you're not going to get people. You might get people that will bid $250, but they're not going to deliver, and so you're going to waste your time. So it becomes a cross between price and thing. Here is the key right here. Make your bidding period 1 day. Get everybody in that's going to be there, because anyone that's worth anyone is going to bid on the first day. Otherwise, you're keeping this project open way too long. And you've got to be communicating with the bidders. And so you don't want to spend 5 days yapping back and forth with bidders, because they're going to ask you questions all over the place. So you just want to make sure you put this on one, and you're going to devote that 1 day now to dealing with dealing with getting a freelancer, okay? And then you put in your project name, and then you select what it's going to be. So if we're going to be doing website, you can say website there, IT or something, and you can say build a website, and it pops up with the skills, PHP, design, graphic. If there's more, you can add more, okay? So a little suggestion box comes over here. Let's say, if you want more. Obviously, maybe you say you don't have a logo and you're going to need a logo. If you need a logo, those are like $100. So this is what you got to. A banner's not a generic banner is not a lot of extra money, but if you need a logo, we pay $100 just to have logos done. But see here, then you got banner design and that type of thing, so you can add your skills there. The key here is to describe your project now in detail. The more you have prepared, the better. Now, let's say you want a new landing page done. You'd say, I want a landing page done, and it will look like this. You have to tell them exactly what it's going to look like, all right? And then you have a link to a sample that you have, all right? And then they will go and bid on that. And you can say a number of things. You can say you're going to have to integrate a Weber, okay? So that's that autoresponder code. And you can say a Weber autoresponder system. And you would also say you can say, I've just started saying this actually, it's a brand new addition, is includes thank you page. Okay, so the last one I just did, I wanted them to include, because normally I just got the landing page done, and now I want that thank you page done as well. Otherwise, I end up creating thank you page. And then it just becomes a pain because it's just more work on me. And even though it only takes like 30 minutes to probably do a good thank you page, that's, you know, for each person and each landing page that I have, that's, you know, can lead to hundreds of hours. All right, and so there we go there. And then you would say something like simple. Simple for anyone who knows what they're doing. Okay? So now you're going to get people that are bidding quite reasonably, and they're going to get very aggressive. What I love about this system is the bids are visible to everybody, and which means if some guy's sitting up in pie in the sky land and he says I'll do it for 1,000, and then he sees 20 other people that say I'm going to do it for 800, and then another 30 people that'll do it for 300, everyone starts changing their bidding and everybody starts driving down the price. That is the beautiful. This is the reverse of eBay. Okay? So you'd have nothing else here. You'd have, of course, the project name, and I would say 3 landing pages. If that's what you were doing. Let's say in this case you were doing 1 landing page, okay? 1 landing page with thank you page. And you would say it's like a 1-page website, okay? So there's kind of what your description should look like, the categories, and then you have to have a link as a sample. You can't, to go in blind will take you months. It will take you absolute months to go back and forth with somebody. They're going to ask you for a couple things once you've selected, and I'll show you those elements as well, and so don't be afraid of that. So you come here, ignore all of these. Who cares about getting featured, private, sealed bid? I don't care. If you're going to be doing some mammoth and huge project, obviously if you're part of our mentoring program, ask us first and we can assist in all of this. But you know, if you're on your own and you're just watching this, or you're part of the membership site type of environment, only do this if it's a really big project. You know, you're dealing with thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. Okay, and then you click on Post Project Now. All right, so let's click over here and see if, and we can't. Okay, so I'm going to go to my dashboard and my projects, okay, and see if it will load. Okay. This is a brand new site for us. I was historically running everything off of mine, so you'll notice here, this is our very first quote, our bid that we're asking for, and so you can see too, we're in the process of setting up the site, which is why it was a great time for me to show you what's going on, and then I can probably even flip over to my site and see that there's been many, many projects, many bids, many completions, and much money out the door type of thing. And then you also get rated. So you will get rated as somebody who hires, and you will get rated, and you will, of course, rate the people that you hire. Okay, so it's a dual process. So just to this morning, I put up a open bid, okay, and I asked for 3 landing pages, and I got 13 bids, and the average bid was $133. And you'll notice here I've got a pile of unread messages. So let's just go and take a look at what this looks like. Okay, so again, I said fixed price. There's the range I did, 30 to 250. I need 3 landing pages. I even described them. I said a landing page is 1 page with Aweber integration with a second page that is a thank you page. 1-page websites with a thank you page that matches where the download will be available. Layout looks like this, and so I give them an exact template. And I said, and it goes to a duplicate page, etc. And I actually, people will say, you know, what's an example of what is in the thank you page? These are type of questions you might have guessed. In this, I actually should have shown them a sample thank you page as well, and I forgot. I was posting so quickly, I didn't do it. So now what happens is see all these little messages? Some people will say, what should that look like, or what would be in there? Okay, so you can see we're getting, they do a recommended. So this would be somebody who's top ranked for what I'm inquiring about. If this recommended guy is within your price range, give him a shot, because you can see here he has 136 reviews and he's got 4.8 out of 5, and so this guy is quite smoking hot. Okay, so his price is really good. He's got all of these little credentials going on, so this would be a really great pick. Now, usually in this situation, you can see it's like some big team going on. So it depends what you want. If you want like resources to something like this is great. If you want a guy that you can possibly hire and bring on full-time yourself, I avoid things like this. I look for who's a guy that looks like if I were to offer him $1,000, would come and stay with me for a month. I could pay $1,000 a month. And so that's what you would check out. Now, so anyone you are kind of interested in, you go into their message, you click on that, and you see what are they saying. So, hello, we're ready to start the job. We're offering 10 times better design than your reference site. I mean, this is smoking hot. I mean, this guy already excites me, right? Now, the one thing he didn't do that I like is, oh, actually, maybe he didn't. No, I didn't. Is, did they send you to links and samples that they've already done? Okay, so you look at this guy, and he's got 43 reviews, and he's got a 5. This guy's got like a perfect review. This is relevant as well. In this case, he's cheaper, but I don't know if he meant to do this, but look at how long he's kind of giving you no end date, where these other guys are like, it's going to be done in 2 days, it's going to be done in 3 days, etc. Okay? That was probably an error on his part. And if I was really interested, I'd click on this. I'd check out what he said. I carefully read your project. I'm very interested. I've worked on similar. And I can create the landing page you want. I'm an expert in this area. La la la. And he says, actually, I can deliver this in 3 days or less. So that was an error. Had this not been here, I may have gone in and gone up here, and I would have said, how many days will it take you to deliver this? And then I would have simply clicked on post, and that would have been an email that goes to him. In addition, that email will come to you, to your real mail as well. But on the day that you are going and posting this project, you should be available to watch this. All right, so here's guy, 150 in 5 days. So already, I'm not that thrilled about this guy. Okay, he's a little bit more, and he's a longer in terms of delivery. But you know, I would kind of, he's 4.8. I would check out a couple things, that type of thing. I would also check out this. Maybe he's a little longer because his samples are off the hook. Maybe he's got like the greatest samples in the world, and you're like, oh, I want my site to look just like that. So then you would grab this and you'd say, I want my site to look like this site that you've done. I like what you do better, okay? So you can also take it up and ramp it. And then we've got another guy. He says he'll do it $100 in 3 days, and this guy says 250 in 7. Now what you got to remember here is these guys will design your website or your landing page. You have to have all of the material that goes in it either ready, or have him just do a template and then you fill it out. So you have a lot of information to have pre-prepared for this guy, because they don't come up with any copywriting. They will not come up with headlines. They won't come up with your little guide, okay? So what we do here is we might buy a guide that creates a template for us, but then we got to do the rest. You know, there's lots to be done after that. because we got to write it, we got to do headlines, and as you guys know, on what some of our samples look like, you know, we'll get in a template. Now, again, with these guys though, you can go back and forth. So he gets you a template and you say, okay, great, here's my picture. Okay, he puts the picture in. Great, here's the text that goes there. Great, here's this. Okay, you'll go back and forth with the guy as well. It just takes longer. If you're not 100% prepared when this hits, what happens is these guys plan for 2 days on your project. And if you haven't delivered your project to him, all of the content he needs to complete it, he's on another bid now. And he's doing stuff for other people. And he's on a deliver cycle for them. And so your project starts to get pushed back further, 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 and further. So it is very important that, that's another bid that just came in. So it's very important that you are certain and ready once you post this, because it happens really quick. I could have selected the winner in minutes, pretty much, because within 20 minutes I had most of these bids were already in within the first 30 minutes of me posting this. So then at that point it is a question of who am I going to pick? I never wait a full day. I pretty well give this about, if I've got 15 people to choose from, I will pick now. In this case, I think we have 13 to choose from. I had about 10 within the first 30 minutes. At that point, that was it. I was already ready to pick. The only reason I didn't pick is I was waiting to do this video to kind of show you. Okay, so that's about it. And then when you're ready to award the project, okay, you just click here on award project, and you can say award now, and we can say yes. Let's say we're going to award now. Okay, so here's why you have to have money in your account, okay? So it says to get your project, they have requested a milestone, okay? So he's requesting that I put $75 into an account. So I'm going to create a milestone. Most will not start until a milestone hits the account. What milestone is an escrow. When you put it into your milestone, it does not mean that it's gone away or you paid him. And that's what I love about this. So $75 has gone into a milestone area, or an escrow, as most people are probably used to terming it. When the project is done, that's when you will pay it out. At that point, you would go to, I've already created, I guess, a milestone. You would go to the milestone and you would pay it out. Okay, so yeah, I don't have anyone right now to do the reason I can't do a milestone payout is the person that I just selected and it got sent to, they haven't said yes. So that's the other piece. So once you select it, the people determine, are they ready to take your project on? And if they are, they accept it. And then at that point, I could have shown you the process on how to pay somebody, okay? But it's as simple as going in and you go to your milestone, you manage your milestones actually, and then it says, you know, do you want to pay the person the milestone? And your answer in the beginning is usually yes. So let's say this whole project was $200, and in this case he requested $75. I would put $75 to the milestone, and then I would pay that. Once he accepted the job, I would pay the milestone out. What the guys are looking for is that they are looking for the fact that if you got money in a milestone, you are ready to go forward with the project as well. You're not mucking around. So, and then once the person says yes, you pay out the first part of the milestone. Then you do not pay out the last bit of payment. Let's say it's another $75 when he's done. You pay that out when you're completely satisfied with the project. That's when you pay it out. So this is what I love about this. It is completely, you are totally protected. You don't give anybody a dime until you're happy. Well, that's not true. You give the guy the first deposit amount. But if you're not happy, you give him a bad review, and you can actually appeal Freelancer, tell them what's gone on, things of that nature, and you can have the money stopped and that. I've actually had money returned to me. And so it's a great protection system. So that's all there is to it. And then, of course, it's up to you at that point to manage the project. All right, and to make sure that, so all your stuff will be down here. So once this person accepts the bid, okay, then it will move to work in progress. Then when he's all done, it moves to past projects, and then you can go to past projects and you can see the guy you liked and you can merely request him to do another job for you. And so this is where you can start to manage. As I say, we are brand new in here. We historically were working out of my account, but now we've opened up our own. So hopefully that will take some of the fright away of getting involved in going for a freelancer. But again, and the reason I talk about, especially with the landing pages and the sales pages and autoresponders, putting together email messages and stuff like that, is if you do not know how to do it, when you get it back, you will have no idea if it's good or not. And this is, again, why it's important that you have that underlying knowledge. So I just wanted to remind you of that. And the reason that we don't start the program and say, hey, go, enjoy, go get yourself a freelancer and get your landing page done and your sales page done and things of that nature. Or we hook you up with all these guys, because it would be no good to you. You have to understand the underlying concepts, which is, again, why we show you the pieces you need to get in place and things of that nature. So that's it. I'm going to post this up in our Facebook private forum. Plus, if you see this any other place, like our membership sites and that, I hope you have found this helpful. And if you have any questions, if you're in our upper level mentoring program, you know that you can shoot us questions anytime you want about, does this sound like a good idea to post? Should I get somebody to do this for me now? Am I ready for that? Things of that nature. I would say one of the hardest pieces to do, and again, I do make this look easy because it is easy to hire. What is not easy to do is now manage it. You know, it's true. We spend a lot of hours managing subcontractors. So, for example, one of the first things that they'll want you to do, and do this, or else you could end up, I'll say, screwed, because it's almost impossible to do it back and forth via email. You have to get them on Skype. So they'll ask you for your Skype address. So you have to be on Skype. So you get your Skype going and you connect with them. And this is where it starts to go back and forth. They'll say, okay, I'm ready to start. Do you have the content? And you say, yes, I do. Here it is. And you upload it and give it all to them. And they say, great, I'm going to go work now. And off they go, and they come back and they say, here's a draft. And you say, good, change this, this, and this. Okay, go. Off they go, and you come back. Oh, can you move this? Oh, I don't quite like that. Okay, and it's back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. So there is managing involved. Taking on your own corporate site is a very big animal. Again, it's why we assist in the management if you're not on a program. If you're on our upper level program, of course, we'll just take it over. But if you're not, you do need guidance on somebody to set up your corporate site, because you don't know what should go where. If you've never had the experience, then it's very difficult to know what your corporate site should look like and what the layout should be. Again, why it's great to think you can go off and do your corporate site as a freelance job, but again, your corporate site, the #1 appeal of it is the copywriting. And these guys do no copywriting for you. All the copywriting is up to you. Again, which is why in our upper level program, we do all the copywriting. We get everything. We manage the whole project. We get it done. We get the landing page done and the corporate site done, and all of these other elements are completed and delivered to you. But at the same time, once you have seen that, once you understand, you can, and then you want more things like landing pages, and you've understood the process of getting one, here's the point where you can go in and start to do your own and manage them and get multiple elements done. So enjoy, have fun expanding your own personal workforce and allowing this to take you to your next level. I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.